Hi, and welcome to TalkRx with Dr. Neha. Today I am here with Angela. We're filming in New Zealand, and we're at World Women's 17. And it's really about bringing women together, connecting us, and empowering us to be the next level of who we are. So tell me, Angela, what is it that would bring you to the next level of who you are, or what communication question do you have?
So thanks, Dr. Neha, for having me along to your session today. I guess my question is, having experienced the Canterbury earthquake, having lost a business in that earthquake, now having relaunched a new business, is to understand when it's time to overcome anxiety and let it go. Because obviously you went through some time yourself, so it'd be just really interesting to know what to do in that situation.
So anxiety is a big concern. It's a big concern. Even right now, you have a traumatic event that, you know, the earthquake, and you lost your business, and so you have this trauma, right? That, does it ever get reactivated? Do you ever notice?
Yep.
And what types of things, what situations would reactivate it?
So for example, today, being in this building moves quite a lot.
Ah, so being in the, feeling that motion.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you really know where you get triggered. And tell me what anxiety feels like in your body.
My eyes go numb and quite cold, and sometimes my cheeks even go numb.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Do you ever feel your heart racing? Do you ever feel tightness or shortness of breath?
Yep, that is
Yeah.
well.
Okay. So when that happens, tell me what you do next.
Well, it doesn't. It actually stays for pretty much most of the day. The best thing for it is to sleep, and then you get up in the morning and it's gone.
Okay, so your strategy is, if I go to sleep and just kind of allow myself to surrender to my subconscious, unconscious world, when I wake up, it'll be gone.
Yeah,
all right.
That's exactly it.
Okay, so just talking about it, can you kind of feel your body?
It's going.
Okay, so let's talk about anxiety. Anxiety, I call it a failed attempt to control the future. So what thoughts are running in your head when you notice that you're anxious? What are you saying?
That you're not in control.
That I'm not in control. What else? Is it like, what if it happens again? What will I do? Like, does any of that come?
What happens if it gets worse? Yeah.
Right? What if?
Because you can't control it.
Right? I can't control it, right? You want to say you can't control it. So in that experience, when you say I can't control it, right? Tell me what happened after you lost your business and the earthquake came. What did you do next?
We moved to Auckland.
Yeah.
We were really fortunate that we'd sold our home in Auckland to move to Christchurch to have our business.
Yeah.
And the person we sold it to happened to have it for sale. And I phoned him and said, John, is there any chance we could rent the house from you?
Yeah.
And he said, well, actually, I'm moving out next week. You can.
Wow.
And our house is a really, really, really safe place.
Yep.
We're up a long driveway. We've got a pool.
Yep.
And it was like our little sanctuary had come back to us.
Yeah.
So we then took 6 months off.
Yep.
Gary and I didn't work.
Yep.
And we just had that really amazing healing time.
Wow. So what actually happened was that in this traumatic event, you actually trusted yourself. You asked the questions, you asked for help, the universe gave it to you, and you had this healing time together. So in the end, this traumatic event actually brought you this change and healing.
Yep.
Right? And so in anxiety, what's really important about it is, it's an attempt to protect yourself from something that might happen again. But the truth is, when it happened, you figured out what to do next. And the way you did that was through self-trust. And self-trust is actually so anxiety is based in fear. It's a fear-based emotion.
Yeah.
What if, what if, what if? And that's why I say it's a failed attempt to control the future. Can you control the future?
No.
Can you guarantee that another earthquake will not come?
No.
Can you guarantee that no misfortune will befall you again?
No.
So how about if instead we just shift into this place of knowing that if something happens, I trust myself that I'll figure out what to do next.
You're right.
And it sounds like you have an amazing partner too.
Yeah, incredible life together.
So what if the mantra became, I am, I trust myself, and I trust that I can handle what comes next. And I trust that I can ask for help and support, and I'll get it.
You're right. It's like having this time with you today. Amazing. You ask people and you get it.
Yeah.
And understanding that it can be different.
Yeah. And I want to say you bought my book, right?
I didn't get your book.
You didn't get my book.
Because they were sold out, but I've ordered a book.
Well, this wasn't, I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize that. In chapter 15, there's a whole chapter on anxiety, and it's called The Sky Is Not Falling.
Wow, that's good. I like that.
And so it actually will give you steps that when you feel anxious, you can actually take yourself through your body, soft belly breathe, allow yourself to relax, and then go through those thoughts that are happening, flip them around, and empower yourself. And at the end of that tool, I'm going to ask you the question that I ask, which is, when you have anxiety, if you asked yourself, what would trust and courage do now? Would that give you your next step? So the building's swaying, you feel it.
Yeah.
If you asked yourself, what would trust and courage do now? Become? Tell me what that means.
Relax.
Be present with this.
Be present with the moment and just go with it.
Yeah. Because if something happens, you'll figure out what's
What to
next.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
So the antidote to fear and anxiety is self-trust. And for all of you watching, just knowing we're filming live at a conference in the middle of New Zealand, so you're going to get all sorts of sounds like that, and that's just part of filming live. So thank you, my darling. And can you tell me some takeaways that you got on anxiety?
To just be in the moment, to understand that the sky is obviously not going to fall, and I can do something about controlling it.
Yeah.
I can have a choice. I've got choices.
Yeah. And if the sky does fall, you'll figure out what to do next.
Exactly. Rise above it.
Yeah, so all of you out there, women tend to worry a lot just by nature. We worry about other people. We worry. Do you ever find that?
Yeah.
Worry, right? I hope my kids are okay. I hope my partner's okay, this whole thing. If you are suffering from anxiety and you literally find yourself up at night, I want you to check out chapter 15 in my book, TalkRx. The Sky Is Not Falling. I'll give you tools. They're similar to what I just did live here. And I want you to know that anxiety is not something you have to live with your whole life. You can shift from fear into self-trust, and there's some tools to help you do it. Hope this was helpful, and we will see you again next week. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Neha.
Absolutely.
It was lovely to meet you and spend time with you.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Oh,
and
you
I
are
look
so
forward to reading chapter 15.
All right, take care, everybody. And if you have a question, write it on the blog, and I'd be happy to answer it below. And if you would like to have one of your questions answered, drop me a tweet at #AskDrNeha, AskDoctorNeha. Until next time.